Hello, it's Alan here. I've developed another Android application and it's an audio player. It uses the concept of list view and media player. The list view is going to hold our playlist and the media player is going to control the media buttons. Just take a look at the app first. Yeah, so our media player, I'm going to click start. This is our media player. This is our list view. It's holding the set of songs and let me play on. The song is playing from our device. The play and pause button. This is a stop button. Just switching between random songs. Alright, so this is our application and let's look at our code. So in our main activity.xml, I've just created a button, and on the click of this button I'm going to start a new activity. So I'm using intent and it's going to go to this new activity called show.class. So in our show.java, what I've got is, show.xml, we've got a list view here, we've got the media buttons here, there is a pause button behind this play button. Alright, so our show.java, here what we got is a class called mp3 filter. This implements an interface called file name filter. This file name filter is going to go to a directory, filter all the file names which ends with .mp3. For that we are using this method called accept. We are overriding this method called accept, which takes in the parameters directory and name, and we're just checking if the string ends with .mp3. So in that directory, if there's any file which ends with .mp3, we're going to filter that out. It's going to return a true. Alright, so yeah, here I have made the buttons instant variables for play, pause and stop, a variable for list view as well, and making a string called SD path. The string constant is going to hold the SD card's path, our external memory's path. This is going to be here in this SD path, and I'm making an array list called AR, and this array list is where we're going to populate this array list with the song names, and then we're going to put that on the list view. Alright, and I've made a media player. So media player MP is a variable is equal to new media player. In our onCreate method, what I've done is I'm making a file called one, and the path of the file I'm setting to SD path, and here I'm just checking if our file name .list files, what list files is going to do is going to return to us an array of path names defining the files in the directory. So it's going to return the path names of the files, okay, in that particular directory. So in this one file, I'm going to get the directories, and I'm making an object for this mp3 filter. What are the path of the files in the directory which ends with .mp3? I'm going to filter it out, and .length is greater than 0. So if this is true, if there are files which have which ends with .mp3, this is going to be true. I'm going to run a for loop, and here file for each file in this path which I've set, which is having the mp3 files, it's going to return those mp3 files, and that I'm going to add it to our array list. The file name of the path, the file name of the files there, I'm adding it to the array list ARR. Alright, and using an array adapter, I'm populating our list view with the items from our array, from our what is this called, from our array list, and L1.set adapter, the list view.set adapter, using the adapter, the variable for array adapter. Alright, so in our list view, L1.set on item click list, now what is going to happen is the play button is going to become invisible. So when the user clicks, I'll show you that right here. So when the user clicks on a song, this play button, do you notice a change? The play button is going to change to a pause, and on the click of the stop, it changes back to play. So initially, to make that, so play button is going to go to invisible, and our pause is going to come back to our foreground, and it's going to be visible. Here in our try I am putting mp.reset or media player object dot reset. I am setting the data source here, that is the position in the array list and the list view. I mean array list, sorry. And we're preparing and we're going to start it. So the song is going to start playing. And this throws out an exception, which is handled here. And on the click of the play button, for example, see if this is playing already, a play button is going to start playing it. So checking if this is playing, and if our MP object is not null, it's going to start. And so when we are clicking our play button, it's going to go to invisible mode and a pause is going to come up. And the same thing here for pause button. If the song is playing, we're checking if on clicking the pause button, we're checking if the song is playing, and if MP is not null, we're going to do mp.pause. MP is a media player object, and pause we are setting into invisible, and a play is going to come in front. On clicking the pause is going to become invisible, and our play is coming in front. And the stop button is going to make the pause invisible and the play visible, and it's going to stop. So this is basically our application, and thank you for watching.